There were some developments for the Jacob Fatu attacker, so we'll see what's happening there. We'll also check out what's going on with Drew McIntyre, Chelsea Green, and more. Starting things off with everything new for the Jacob Fatu attacker situation. Despite Jacob being back for several weeks now, everyone's been waiting to see if we get the answer for when it comes to the question of who attacked him. Over the last few weeks, we've seen Jacob primarily go after Drew McIntyre, but Jacob has also laid down some attacks on Cody Rhodes and Kit Wilson, two other men who were near the scene of the attack. So Jacob's actions there made us wonder if he had no clue who attacked him and if he was just going after everyone. But the January 23rd edition of Smackdown finally cleared some things up for when it came to Jacob's perspective on the entire situation. Cody Rhodes was doing a sit-down interview with Michael Cole, and Cody was speaking about working on winning back the WWE title and his plans to win the Royal Rumble, but the interview got cut short by Jacob Fatu. Jacob wanted Cody to say everything right to his face, and that's what he did. It's being reported a lot lately that we'll see a slightly different version of Cody Rhodes in the near future, and that new version did appear to be on display right here. Cody spoke very disrespectfully to Jacob Fatu, saying that Jacob doesn't really think things through and just takes actions on things, and how that's what got him locked up in prison. Which was a super personal, out-of-character low blow by Cody Rhodes. But like the reports have been saying, we're going to be seeing a slightly edgier Cody Rhodes. That's exactly what was shown here during this conversation with Jacob Fatu. This is a side of Cody Rhodes that we haven't really seen over the last few years, so that was definitely something to take note of here. Jacob was amazing in his response too, saying that he was locked up as a teenager, how he had no job and one mattress for all of his kids before coming to WWE, how everyone thinks he's not in control, but how he's in full control. This interaction between Jacob and Cody was amazing. Instantly made you actually care about their matchup at Saturday night's main event. We definitely have to see more of that type of quality storytelling and build up throughout the roster, but during this conversation with Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu very quietly revealed who he believed was behind the attack on him. Jacob told Cody that it was in fact Drew McIntyre who put his teeth down his throat that night several months ago on Smackdown. So that officially confirms that Jacob is looking at Drew McIntyre as being responsible for the attack. But later in the night, we saw a direct response from Drew McIntyre. Drew said that Jacob is continuing to throw dirt on his name for the attack that has nothing to do with him. Drew once again swore he had nothing to do with the attack and how Jacob was after the wrong person. Drew McIntyre noted that if he really was responsible for the attack on Jacob, he would not hide from it, that Drew would be taking credit and bragging about it if he really was behind the attack. And again, like we've been saying since Drew McIntyre first denied the idea of being behind the attack, Drew seems like he's telling the truth here about the situation. In times past, when he did some sneak attacks on Jey Uso, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, and so on, Drew McIntyre truly did own up to all those attacks and bragged about it. So he's got a point here. If Drew truly was the attacker, it really does seem like he would have just owned it by now, especially since he's the WWE champion. He's sitting on top of the mountain right now. If Drew did it, he probably would have been bragging about it, how he orchestrated the entire thing. But when he says he has nothing to do with the attack, it seems truthful and seems honest. What also makes it seem like Drew McIntyre is not the attacker is that it's extremely flat of a reveal by Jacob Fatu. We did not wait over 3 months for the attacker to be revealed in just one line during a backstage promo segment. There's no way in the world that the grand reveal of who attacked Jacob after all this build-up and time has gone by is just done like that. It has to be a much larger reveal. Something on the level of Elimination Chamber 2025 reveal with Jade Cargill and Naomi. That's the type of moment we're expecting to see for the actual reveal of who attacked Jacob. It has to have some sort of edge-of-the-seat crazy twist that they're planning there for the actual reveal. So now that Jacob has revealed who he thought was behind the attack, and hearing Drew McIntyre defend himself again with some more valid points, it seems safe to officially rule Drew McIntyre out as the backstage attacker and a suspect altogether. The Drew McIntyre reveal would be too flat and it doesn't really add much to anything of a story, so it truly seems like Drew McIntyre did not attack Jacob after all. So now that we've officially wiped Drew McIntyre's name off the list of suspects, we're left with 2 of the original 3 suspects. Those 2 being Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Some fans feel like Cody's rudeness to Jacob in that backstage conversation and the personal low blows about bringing up Jacob's arrest could also be hints that maybe Cody did have a role to play in Jacob's attack. If Cody's being this rude and cold to Jacob right now verbally, who's to say that Cody didn't physically attack him all those months ago? Cody Rhodes is a character that would have to hide that fact that he did attack Jacob Fatu. He couldn't really brag about that action, especially not several months ago when he was the champion. If Cody did it, he would have to stay quiet about it for multiple reasons. So that's what continues to keep Cody towards the top of the suspect list. And Randy Orton has been a suspect we talked about since the start of it, because the story of him being the attacker checks off pretty well. Randy has made it well known that he wants to return to the top of the mountain in 2026 and win his 15th WWE title. He's really laser focused on that goal right now, and maybe he's been laser focused on it since last October. Maybe Randy Orton did attack Jacob because Randy really wanted to make his road to that 15th WWE title that much easier by eliminating an up-and-coming threat like Jacob Fatu. So maybe Randy tried wiping Jacob off the board to make it easier for himself and did that attack discreetly. One thing is for certain, WWE is not done with the Jacob attacker situation. That line by Jacob Fatu on January 23rd was most certainly not the grand reveal, and there has to be a much bigger moment and crazy twisted reveal that's coming up here in the future, you have to imagine. So it should continue to be a very explosive early 2026 for Jacob Fatu. He's continuing to mix things up with Cody Rhodes, he has his eyes on Drew McIntyre, and the real mystery attacker is still out there somewhere, and Jacob has no idea who it really is. So certainly a lot of major matches are coming up for Jacob over the next few months here. Now let's get into these remarks from Michael Hayes from WWE Unreal that has gone viral amongst the community. Chelsea Green was a big star in season 1 of the show, showing her dedication and passion to the industry and all the sacrifices she made. Chelsea was once again featured in season 2 of Unreal. She talked about wanting to do so much more with the United States title, but how they did not say a word when they told her she was dropping the title. But what really stuck was some comments from Michael Hayes, who basically said that Chelsea's ceiling is the role of an enhancement talent. Michael Hayes said that Chelsea Green can never be on the level of Tiffany Stratton or Charlotte Flair, and how Chelsea's role is to help make stars, not to really be one herself. Michael Hayes' comments really fired up fans online, and now everyone's trying to figure out if this was Michael's true feelings about Chelsea as a performer, or if it was rage bait to get fans behind Chelsea even stronger. But either way, fans strongly disagree with everything Michael Hayes was saying about Chelsea Green. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.